Hello and welcome to another episode of the Bets Unwrapped podcast. You get it. You got it. You got the prop bros here with you today. I myself, C152 on Twitter. You can find the other prop bro, Alex Valdez, underscore Alex Valdez on Twitter. We put out plays daily. Our props are out there every single day. Welcome to the show, Alex. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Looking to start my weekend off with a boom. Let's get it popping, man.
Yeah, so we've never done an NBA Power Parlay, so this will be the first one, the first attempt. I think this is attempt number 38 at a Power Parlay.
We're on 18, but it definitely feels like 38.
Yeah, I don't think it's that many, but yeah, we're definitely trying to hit it big, definitely with one of these huge parlays. So we'll look into the schedule for tonight. I mean, there's 8 games. Looking here, the first game I'm looking at FanDuel today, FanDuel Sportsbook, so you can catch their odds there. The Houston Rockets and the New Orleans Pelicans. So both of these teams have been up and down, to say the least. Like the Pelicans last night looked like a buzzsaw. I think everyone was hitting a three. Zion, Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Eric Bledsoe, all were over 20 points yesterday against the Bucks, and now they come in and play against this Houston team, which is a little bit of just a bunch of spare parts, really. I feel like they got Oladipo, they got Christian Wood, they got John Wall, but after that, I mean, there's not tons of depth on this team. Right now, the Rockets are 1.5 point underdogs in this game, and looks like the total's at 222.5. Anything that you like from that angle?
Yeah, I would lean with the Pelicans spread at 1.5. It's 2 on my end, so I definitely, if you still have it at 1.5, lock that in. I like the Pelicans' chances in this game. I think, like you said, the Rockets, they're not as deep, and they don't. I haven't seen much consistency. I remember you saying a joke that you wish you could bet on how many shots that Oladipo. I don't know if it was make or take. No, take or miss. But they're still figuring themselves out offensively, trying to get all those pieces together. I like the Pelicans in this matchup. Brandon Ingram's been balling out, and so has Zion.
Yeah, like I don't mind that take at all. But I do like Oladipo in this game. So I gave out today him to score 20 plus. Let's just look at his player prop here for points. Oladipo is at 21.5. The overpaying minus 106. So looking at I have him at 20 plus, which is only paying at the moment. It is at minus 174. So, it is what it is. But I think Oladipo gets to 20 points in this game. On the other end, like Eric Bledsoe has been absolutely sensational from 3 the last few games. 3 made threes for Eric Bledsoe is paying plus 194. You're getting really good odds there on Eric Bledsoe 3-point attempts, or 3-point makes. Sorry, to be clear. I don't know if he can do it back to back. He had 7 yesterday? I think he had 7 threes yesterday.
Let me see.
He
did have. He's had 3. He's had at least 3 in 3 straight games with 7 in this last one.
Right. So to make 3 plus threes, it's $2.40. I think that's pretty good value. I think this game, I don't think the Rockets are going to be playing like crazy D or anything like that. So I think he's very capable of getting that done. I also have Christian Wood in this game to get 10.5 rebounds. He currently, what's the line? I got that yesterday, so I'm guessing that went up. It might not have, but just looking here. Do you have it, Christian Wood?
Christian Wood,
Oh, here
I
it is. It's 10.5 still, and it's plus 104. So pretty good value there. Christian Wood has been a beast on the boards. As long as he stays out of foul trouble, you're in a good spot with him. What's up, Michael Lawson? Appreciate it jumping on our YouTube stream and saying hi. I really appreciate you guys jumping in. And go ahead and comment if there's a prop or something that you want to look at or you want an opinion on. Just let us know. What do you like in this game as far as props go?
For the New Orleans Pelicans and Houston Rockets game, I really like the Brandon Ingram over points. I know he's been on quite a run as of late. I think this continues against this Rockets defense, and I think Ingram definitely gets at least 24 points in this game.
Yeah, so Ingram over 23.5 points. I'm going to switch back and forth from the American system, obviously, with, the minus 120 and stuff, and the decimal system, which is something I like a little bit better. So, Brandon Ingram over 23.5 points is paying $1.87 right now. The under is paying $1.87 as well. So, not much movement as far as that goes. So those are kind of the plays that we're looking at right now. We're like Brandon Ingram. I like Eric Bledsoe to make 3 threes, and
I like that one too.
Christian Wood over 10.5 rebounds. I like an Oladipo to score 20. What are we going to put in the power parlay though? That's the question.
Wait, what was your line for Christian Wood? Because I think mine was a little bit higher, which is why I stayed away.
Mine's 10.5.
Okay, the book I was looking at was 11.5. I don't know why it was so high on my book, but I think that's why I kind of was just like, I'll hold off. But if we can get it at 10.5,
I can get it at 9.5 for $1.67. Even better.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's have some fun with some of these lines. You know what I mean?
And then, I would like to just say like the alt lines are fun as well. Like closer to tip, you might be able to get some alternative lines. They're always fun to dabble in as well. So, Christian, anything else we want to put in there?
You know what? I think for the first NBA one, we should kind of hit it off with a splash. Do you feel super confident that Bledsoe makes it 4 games with at least 3 threes?
Sure, let's do it.
Let's do it.
What could go wrong, The next game we got on the card is Milwaukee Bucks at Charlotte Hornets. The Bucks are 9-point favorites in this one. I don't see them losing back-to-back games here. Like they tried to come back yesterday, but they just put themselves in a huge hole. They were down 29 at one point in that Pelicans game. The Hornets are a bit, how do I say it? Like spunky. They can score in bunches. They got a bunch of guys that can score. The cohesiveness is a bit strange, but at times they can fill it up. So right now the Bucks are 9-point favorites, and the total's at 230. I think that's a bit high. I would lean to the under. I'm not looking at the Milwaukee Bucks defensive stuff right now, but this is a team that can match up well with this Hornets team. Hayward's going to find really hard to attack the rim in this game, so he's going to be settling for a lot of jumpers. I think the player that jumps out to me, and one that I gave out earlier this morning, is Terry Rozier. So I like Terry Rozier over 17.5 points. I think currently, what's it at?
It was available at 16.5, maybe 30 minutes ago. So it's moving up.
Well, on FanDuel, it's at 16.5.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at PointsBet real quick. At PointsBet, Terry Rozier is at 16.5. So I'm paying $1.87 for the over. Hayward's at 20.5. It's not bad, but it's a little bit scary. I saw you were on PJ Washington. Is that true?
Yeah, no, he's been very He's been very consistent on the offensive end the last couple of games. I think the lines haven't moved for him just yet. I think this might be one of those, Wayne Ellington moments where you can just kind of ride the wave before lines get altered. So I do like both PJ Washington's points and also his totals, which I got at 22.5 for points, rebounds, assists.
So if you didn't know, the fellow prop brother here, Alex, loves a combo. So if you're looking for combos, he's your guy.
I got 11 tweeted on my Twitter account _Alex Valdez. You want to go have some fun on that side of the player props?
Yeah, I'm more of a overs and straight prop kind of guy, and he's the combo guru. So make sure you check that out. Michael Lawson said, "I want to know what y'all think of Marcus Smart tonight against the Lakers. Steals, points. We'll get there, Michael. We will get there." I did give out a prop on Marcus Smart, so if you want to cheat ahead of time and look at that, you can do that. And then Michael Lawson also said the unicorn out tonight against the Suns. Yeah, I don't know about that. And he'd take Luka just about anything now. I mean, Luka was interesting. He didn't come through yesterday on his points. I don't think he came through on anything. Points, rebounds, or assists yesterday. So, but Dallas, played a kind of a weird game yesterday. So, that's fair. So, anything else that we like in this Bucks game? I know you have Chris Middleton assists over 5.5 as well.
Yes, I have his assists and I have his combo total at over 32.5. He's been a little bit of a stat stuff for the last couple of games. I don't. I just
I'm kidding.
No, but how fun. Just imagine I'm just curtailing my picks based on your thoughts on players. just try to push the edge and always bring out one of those guys out. No, but Middleton's been filling up the stat sheet as of late, so I'm very confident in that total.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I was on Chris Middleton yesterday at rebounds, and that came through very easily. So, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. So, what's his rebounds at today? Chris Middleton's at 5.5 again. I would lean to the over again. I'm not really worried about this Charlotte Hornets team when it comes to rebounds. So, is there
6.5 on my book now?
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't love it as much then. But there's always the alt markets, like I said before. You can dabble in. What are we going to put in the power parlay though? That's the question.
I really like Rozier points for sure.
Oh, you're in with me. All right. All right.
I actually have Rozier's combo, and I went with the combo against the points only because the combos gave me better odds. So I just went with that because he will get some rebounds and assists to kind of pad his numbers. It was at 23.5, but Rozier's been scoring the ball really well. I think 16.5 should be easy money for him.
Are we putting Middleton's assist in there as well?
I really like that prop. I don't know how you feel about the top.
I like it. I'm in.
Is that accurate to top 35?
No, he's not top 30. That's all I know. He can be 31. He can be 32, but he's not top 30.
Okay. I am not. Just for the record, I'm not a Chris Middleton spokesperson, so I'm not going to defend him that hard.
Poor Chris Middleton. So just looking at the next game here is the Portland Trailblazers and Chicago Bulls. Now, there's lots of love in here and lots of loathe at the same time. The Portland Trailblazers are 1.5 point underdogs in this game, which is kind of surprising. I kind of like the Blazers on the money line here. If you're not into the player props and you want to go straight bets, I like Portland Trailblazers money line. The Bulls obviously are 1.5 point favorites in this one. The total's at 231.5, and the over is paying $1.85. 6 of the Bulls' last 9 games have gone over, so keep that in mind if you're a trend person. But as for player props, what do you like about this game?
So I finally had an under. Say it again.
I'm kind of interested to see what you say on on this one. So
I have Kobe White under 4.5 assists.
uh,
That was one of those, that was one with plus odds. That was one of my little fun ones to try to pull it. I have Otto Porter combo over 19.5. And those were the two that made it onto my list today.
well, I have Zach LaVine in this game. So I got LaVine over 25.5 points. I think, I just think he gets the job done there. I think he's going to be tough to slow down. Just looking here at his last 5 games, he's averaged 23.8 points a game. So his points are, I want to see if they're still at that mark. He is at 25.5. Yeah. So I like him over 25.5 in this game. I mean, I looked at Lauri Markkanen. He was just a little bit too high. I love Lauri Markkanen. I love betting his props. And yeah, it's just like 17.5 points is not where I want to be with Lauri Markkanen. So I kind of stayed away. Enes Kanter's also interesting in this game. He's a bucket. He got his over last game. It's at 14.5 this game. So I was kind of like, it's kind of a stay away for me. I wouldn't mind taking the alt line for Enes Kanter, which is at 13.5, it's $1.72. At 12.5, it's $1.57. So I think he scores about 13, 14 points in this game. So I think that's fair. All right, man. What are we putting in the power parlay?
You know what? I didn't go with the Zach LaVine one, but I am confident with it. I just didn't have it on my. I didn't end up going with it. It was a little higher on my book.
All right, Zaxin.
All right. Anything else you want to add,
Anything
man?
else you want to put in this game? Damian Lillard assists.
What is his assist currently at?
8.5. It's a bit high. But we can go 7.5. We can go alt line and go. It's $1.45 for 7.5.
For 7.5.
Or we can just stay away and move on.
You know what? It's the first one. Let's stay away. Move on. Let's try to build a little bank.
We'll find an extra one somewhere. Sacramento Kings and the Miami Heat. The Kings are 6.5 point underdogs in this game. The Kings have been playing very well lately. For them to be an underdog, I understand Miami's getting their guys back, but I don't know, man. I think the Kings could pull off upset here. The total in this game is 222.5. And 14 of the last 18 games between the Kings and the Heat have gone over. I want to know how long that goes back to, because this is East-West matchup. So that's be years and years of trends there. So interesting. Like there's guys like Buddy Hield in this game that are so hit and miss that it's tough to bet on them. Rashawn Holmes. I mean, Tyrese Halliburton's been up and down. I'm just going to look at the last 5 games for some of these guys. I mean, De'Aaron Fox has been on a mission the last 5 games. He's averaging 26 points a game. Bagley rebounds is one I love, and I probably love again in this game. He failed me yesterday, but this is a bounce back opportunity for him. His rebounds are currently at 7.5. He could have that in the first quarter. Like that's how good of a rebounder he's capable of being. Obviously, he only had 5 yesterday, so he's also capable of doing that. Bam Adebayo's last 5 games, he's averaged 22, 8, and 6. Buddy Hield's averaged 18, 4, and 2. Harrison Barnes has been kind of on fire lately. He's averaging 16 points a game, so he's a guy to keep an eye out for as well. His points in this game is 14.5. So I think he could get to 15 pretty easily. What are your thoughts on this game?
I love the Harrison Barnes points. I love Bagley's rebounds. I love both those picks so much. I did have both of their combos, Barnes at 23.5 and Bagley at 21.5, only because I've seen what Bagley did in 2 games prior to this dud, and he's very capable of getting at least 22 points, rebounds, and assists. So I definitely love that Bagley play for sure. And Barnes as well has been on a mission in terms of stat filling anyways.
Yeah, and Tyler Hero's come through for me when all these guys have been down as well. So he's a guy to look out for on the Miami Heat side of things. He's currently at 17.5. With Butler back, I think that kind of frees him up a little bit more. He doesn't have to do as much.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to stay away and kind of see what this Heat team does now that they kind of are getting more healthy as they go along. I think that's fair. So we're going to put Bagley in the power parlay. Do you want to go full over 7.5 at $1.97, or do you want to kind of skim it back a little bit and go over 6.5 for $1.57?
Let's go over 7.5. I do think Bagley's going to bounce back. This last game seemed like an outlier in recent events.
All right. Bagley's in, and we're going to put Harrison Barnes in as well, over 14.5 points in this one. So we're going to move on from that game, and we're going to go to the next game, which is going to be – sorry, did I get there? We got the Lakers and the Celtics. So we finally got to Marcus Smart and company. That's a weird way to put the Celtics, Marcus Smart and company. But the Lakers are minus 3.5 in this game. They are the favorites. They're paying $1.63 on the money line. The Celtics paying $2.25. The total in this game is 218.5, which is a little bit interesting. Some of the trends in this game. Jaylen Brown has scored 24-plus points in each of the Celtics' last 6 games. His total is at 23.5 points. My prop that I gave out yesterday morning, or this morning, I should say, Marcus Smart, over 5.5 assists. It can be a little bit sporadic at times, but he's recorded 7 or more assists in 3 of the Celtics' last 4 games. I think he has to be a distributor in this game for the Celtics to have a chance. He can't be out there gunning, and that's when Marcus Smart's assist doesn't come through. So I got Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists. He's another one that's capable of getting this in the first half, and you live comfortably, and that's paying $2.09. So you're getting pretty good value there. Anything that you like in this game?
I do like that Marcus Smart one. Just look at the numbers real quick on his last couple of games. I do like Jaylen Brown over 23.5. And besides that, I didn't have a lot of other props since LeBron and Davis are always questionable. So didn't really get much else available on my book.
Yeah, if Davis doesn't play, I like the Celtics in this game. So I don't know if you want to take – is he going to play? Have we heard anything yet?
Let me see.
As
a semi-professional player proper, I have a million NBA related lineup things, notifications.
Okay. Yeah.
Anthony Davis is starting today.
Okay, so I like the Lakers to win this game if Anthony Davis is playing. I don't have props for AD yet. I think that'll probably come maybe in about 20 minutes or so. But I would lean to the no. I'm not going to do it, AD. AD's just been crushing my soul. But this is a good matchup for AD. I'll just say that. He's averaged 22 and 10 the last 5 games. It's just he's gone like his total is usually around 23.5, 24.5, and he just hasn't been getting there consistently.
Yeah.
Jason Tatum's an interesting one. Do you think LeBron's going to guard Tatum or Brown? Because he's at 24.5. He's averaged 29.6 points a game the last 5 games. And Jaylen Brown's averaging 30 a game the last 5 games. So he's been an absolute beast. So let's stay away from Tatum. Are we going to go Brown?
I was going to say, I went both of them as combos on Monday night, and boy, was I unpleasantly surprised when I saw that they both missed it by like 1 or 2. So trust your gut because I didn't trust mine.
Yeah, let's go Brown and Smart in this one. You cool with that?
Definitely.
All right. Jaylen Brown over 23.5. Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists or 6+ assists, depending on your book. Both are about the same odds. So, as they should be. Looking here at the next game, which is,
Grizzlies and the Spurs.
Yep. Grizzlies and the Spurs. One of the teams I absolutely hate betting is the Spurs. I cannot explain to you the amount of money I've lost betting on Spurs player props. It's not Jonte Morgan, or it's not Jonte Murray. Assists not coming through. Marcus Aldridge points not coming through. Marcus Aldridge rebounds. DeRozan assists. DeRozan points. I find it super difficult to figure out who's going to go off for this team, and who's going to do well. So, I mean, Aldridge. I had Aldridge yesterday. He shot 3 times.
Oh my
3
gosh!
times. It's like what is happening here?
Him and Blake Griffin, I can't gauge on their totals. I just gave up already. Because the times I go under, they'll have like 18 points in the first half, and then the times I go over, they'll have like 6 points in the entire game. So, yeah, I'm joining you in that displeasure on this.
And then you got guys like Keldon Johnson, who you want to bet, and then it's like, no, he doesn't work out. And then Lonnie Walker kind of goes on a tear, and you're like, yeah, like Lonnie Walker today, 10.5 points. Like, Lonnie Walker should score over 10.5 points today. I mean, but, it's just so hit and miss. As for the Grizzlies side of things, I mean, John Morant's back. I think that's where you would start at. Valanciunas is out again, another game here. So, I mean, DeRozan's at 19.5. That's probably about right. John Morant's at 20.5. I kind of like that. Dylan Brooks is at 15.5. I like that more. Assist-wise, John Morant's at 7.5 assists. I think he's going to get right around that. I don't know. As far as trends go, LaMarcus Aldridge has scored 19-plus points in each of his last 5 appearances against the Grizzlies, and his total's at 14.5. I'm not doing it again. I did it yesterday. It wasn't fun, so that trends out for me. DeMar DeRozan has scored 26-plus points in 3 of the Spurs' last 4 games against the Grizzlies. So I feel a little bit more comfortable about DeRozan than I do anyone else on the Spurs team, but at the same time, like I said, it can be a little bit dicey. So what do you like in this game?
I stayed in the combos market for this one. I liked Brandon Clark at over 24.5. I liked our 2 heartbreakers in DeJounte Murray and DeRozan with 25.5 for Murray, 29.5 for DeRozan. So I'm going to put myself through the emotional roller coaster with them.
You have DeRozan at what?
DeRozan is at 29. I got him at 29.5 total.
Wow. Okay, it's already up to 31.5. So.
Oh wow! All right, good for me. Let's see. I mean, I would really want to do the Morant one, but maybe we consider doing that one as an alternate.
Alt lines? I don't have any alt lines yet for this game. Oh, we could do 20 plus. That's paying $1.67 as far as points go.
For
Morant. So it's $1.84 for over 20.5, and it's for exactly 20, it's $1.67.
Jazz in his 3rd game back, right? That's his 3rd game. Let me see.
I think so. They've had some COVID stuff, so.
Yeah. Let's see. He had 17 in both games, shot 14 times first game, 10 in the second game, shot at a 50% clip, 30 minutes a game, and at least 30 minutes each game. Let's see. He was getting to the free throw line. He was getting to the free throw line. Hasn't had a 3-point stroke in these 2 games at all. See, that's a tough one for me to go at, even at the alternate at 20.5 or 19.5.
They haven't played since January 19th.
Oh, jeez.
That's tough.
Yeah, that is tough.
It's been a while.
I'm going to go what about DeRozan points? Even though it's asking us to go into a blender of emotions.
DeRozan to score over 19.5.
You know what? I hope he just scores 30 points for both of us, so that way the points aren't even a sweat, and then my combo is not even a sweat.
I think that's fair. And do we like any other rebounds or anything? I mean, DeRozan's at 4.5, Aldridge 4.5, Murray 7.5. Johnson 6.5. Johnson rebounds is interesting. I've gotten off Keldon Johnson points, but Keldon Johnson rebounds. He's averaged 9 rebounds a game the last 5 games.
And it's currently at
7.5.
Barring him
9 rebounds last game, 10 rebounds the game before.
And then 4, 14, and 8. You know what? Let's roll with the trends. Let's go Keldon Johnson rebounds. I swear, if Aldridge steals rebounds,
6.5.
6.5 for Johnson.
Yeah.
Let's add that one for sure.
All right, Keldon Johnson's in, and we go to our last game of the night. Detroit Pistons at the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are 4.5-point favorites in this one. The total's at 224.5. And I don't know what to do with this Pistons team. It's Jeremy Grant or bust. And then the Warriors are very interesting as well. Interesting in the fact that, you got guys like Wiggins, who's kind of had a little bit of a resurgence. You got, James Wiseman, who's interesting when he's got a matchup. And Draymond Green, who does, all your rebounds and assists kind of stuff. And the distributor out there. And you got Steph Curry as well, who burned my soul last time he was out. His over-under was at 27.5. He came out blazing, finished with 27. They pulled him in the fourth quarter. Just like, oh, are you kidding me? But that's the way the cookie crumbles. The total in this game is 224.5. Trends-wise, each of the Pistons' last 7 road games have gone over the total. The over is, like I said, is 224.5. Or the total is. Other trends, Jeremy Grant points over 22.5. Jeremy Grant has scored 24 plus points in each of the Pistons' last 7 road games. Andrew Wiggins over 17.5 points. He scored 18 plus in 7 of the Warriors' last 8 games as favorites. James Wiseman has scored 13 plus points in each of the Warriors' last 4 home games. His total's at 11.5. And Draymond Green rebounds. He's recorded 6 or more rebounds in 5 of his last 6 appearances against the Pistons, which is a very arbitrary stat, and that is totals at 5.5. So what do we like in this game?
I do like James Wiseman at over 11.5 points. I do like the trends there as well. I like DeLon Wright at over 4.5 assists. His assists are starting to go down as some guys start to come back into the lineup, but I like those 2 in particular. In terms of combos, I like Wayne Ellington at 18.5. It was paying better than just the points, and he's been at near 18, 19, 20.
He's been a bucket.
Yeah. So I just took the value with the combo at 18.5, just because I did see he gets about 2 to 3 rebounds and assists each per game. So I think 18.5 should be an easy cash, hopefully.
18.5 is $1.79. I kind of like his points today. I think he goes over 14.5 points. It's $1.92.
For sure. No, his combo was paying better on my book for some reason.
Yeah, the combo right now is still 18.5, but it's paying $1.79. So we're gonna put Wayne Ellington into the power parlay. He's been on fire. He's averaged 18.4 points the last 5 games, 2.6 rebounds, 1.6 assists. So he's definitely in. Who else are we putting in this thing?
I'd really like Wiseman in there. 11.5 seems very reachable for him. Just this last game he had a dud, but he's been putting up the points.
Wiseman is averaging 14.6 points a game the last 5 games. Do we go straight points, or do we need to score 10 plus at $1.53?
Let's go 10 plus. Let's play a little safe on this last one.
Safe on Wiseman. 10 plus at $1.53. That's in there as well. Anything else that we like? Steph Curry. His point total is at 28.5. That's about right. I think he probably scores right around there. His made threes, 4 made threes is paying $1.40. 5 made threes is paying $2. So 5 plus threes. So that's not bad. If he thinks Steph Curry's going to go off in this game, I think he probably will have 5 threes if he's going to be if he's going to score. So I don't mind that if you're looking at the 3-point markets. As for Draymond, my guy, his assist is at 6.5. I don't love it. I wish it was 5.5. He is averaging 6.4 assists the last 5 games. So, but it's just, I can't do it.
A little
Can't
too
do
high.
it. Yeah. Another guy that I do like on rebounds every once in a while is Jeremy Grant, but he's so hit and miss with rebounds. It's at 5.5 today. He's averaging 6 a game the last 5 games. It's $1.85. It's worth a punt, but I don't love it.
Yeah, his combos are a headache.
Yeah, it would be because he's so inconsistent with his rebounds. You had Dalian Wright assists.
Yeah,
is that correct? Should we add that as well? It's at 4.5. He's averaging 6 a game.
Yeah, and in his last couple games, hold on. He's
had 6, 7, and 9 the last 3 games.
Yeah, so and he's been just.
Dalian Wright
reminds me.
Definitely going.
He reminds me of the Tyus Jones assist market when.
I love that when Ja was out.
Yeah.
All right. So
do you not have the Suns?
I don't have the Suns.
What? Let me see. Let's see if any injuries have been reported. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, they're totally off my book. Let's see if they're on FanDuel. They are on FanDuel.
Yeah, I was gonna say I definitely saw them. Let me see if.
So we'll go over. I'll go off the FanDuel lines here. They got the Suns getting a point, so the Mavericks are the favorite. The total in this game is 214.5. Just looking here, player props wise, I mean, you're looking at.
Wait, do we have to submit the? So you don't have on the book that we do the Power Parlay. You don't have Suns, right?
I don't have the Suns, no.
All right, we should probably just because the first set of games start in 4 minutes, so we should probably lock that in before we dive into the Mavs Suns just to get that one into the book.
I have 13 minutes.
Oh, on your book? Okay, never mind. We got time. All right, let's go.
All right, so the Suns wise, we have, we got the Chris Paul market's at 17.5, DeAndre Ayton 17.5, Mikal Bridges is at 13.5 points. Cam Johnson's at 12.5 points. Doncic is at 28.5. Hardaway Jr., who was so bad yesterday, is at 15.5 points. Jay Crowder, we're looking at assists now. Chris Paul's at 8.5. Doncic is at 8.5. I kind of feel like this is a triple-double Doncic game, so I don't know if they have that market on FanDuel. I think they might. Recorded triple-double, Doncic plus 200. So looks like the odds are in that favor almost. So you're not getting tons of love there. So I would just go, if I was betting this, I would bet Luka Doncic over 8.5 assists and Luka Doncic over or 10-plus rebounds. The over 10, he's at 10.5 rebounds. So I just go 10-plus. You might get a little bit better odds that way. Even if you bet 10-plus assists as well, then you get plus odds.
For some reason,
plus 187, and then you could just do like Luka 20-plus points, minus 1,400. For some reason, what?
No, I thought Luka wasn't on my book, but no, we're fine. Never mind. He is there.
So if you did Luka 25, Luka 10-plus rebounds, 10-plus assists, it's plus 225. So you get a little bit more value on the triple-double than you would if you just bet it plus 200. But it's probably an insignificant amount to kind of chase. But I do like Luka over. I think assist is the market to grab. Luka over 8.5 assists. And as far as Suns players go, there's still no Booker, looks like. So Cam Johnson, I like his over 12.5. He's been knocking down shots for them while he's been out. I mean, even when Booker's there, he's been knocking down some shots. So I don't hate that at all. What do you like about that game?
In this game, I like the DeAndre Ayton over 12.5 rebounds. I like that here against the Mavs down right now. In terms of combos, I really liked Abdel Nader, whose totals are at 12.5, and he scored more points in each of the last 2 games, just points alone on this one. So I don't know if you have that one available, but that seems like just a gimme because he's been getting a lot more minutes with the injuries to Booker, and now Cameron Payne is also not going to be seeing the floor as well as he's out.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I like the 8 rebounds prop. And then, everything else is just kind of blah at the moment. So there's no Mavs that I really like in the situation. So Cam Johnson had 13 points last game. He had 8 the game before that and 19 the game before that. So he's a guy to keep an eye on. But we're going to lock in this power parlay right now. You want me to go through it again?
Yeah, let's run through it one more time, but real quick. For those of you who did want to get the Luka Doncic treatment, on mybookie.ag, they have for a game prop, Luka Doncic to have 30-plus points, 11-plus assists, 10-plus total rebounds, and Dallas to win. And that is currently paying $14. So if you are with Corey on this one and you think the Mavs are going to pull through, go ahead and lock that in. I'm putting little 5 spot on this one myself.
Yeah, that's very good odds for that. All right. The power parlay is Terry Rozier over 16.5 points, Middleton over 5.5 assists, Christian Wood over 10.5 rebounds, Eric Bledsoe 3 made threes, Zach LaVine over 25.5 points, Marvin Bagley over 7.5 rebounds, Harrison Barnes over 14.5 points, Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists or 6+ assists, Jaylen Brown over 23.5 points, DeRozan 20+ points, Keldon Johnson over 6.5 rebounds, Wayne Ellington over 14.5 points, James Wiseman over 10+ points, and Dalian Wright over 4.5 assists. That is paying $8,873 to 1 with my little booster. $5 gets us $44K.
Okay, some light, just a night out in Melbourne. It's about the weekend money Corey has when he goes to Vegas.
Yeah, I wish that was the case. Yeah, so definitely check that out. Make sure you check out mybookie.ag, like Alex said, and you can definitely jump on there and use the promo code USM100 for a 100% sign-up bonus plus $15 cash. And shout out to our other sponsor, rxhemp.com. Use rxhemp-USN to get 10% off your entire order. You got those aches and pains, nice CBD creams and oils that you can purchase there to get your body right. So really appreciate your time, Alex. You got anything to plug?
Yes, I wanted to just put this on the screen real quick. It is the Prop Bro shirt on Teespring. Yes. Shout out to it was your sister, correct, Corey?
Yeah, it was my younger sister.
Yeah, shout out to Corey's sister for this awesome design. Take advantage and get yourself a Prop Bros t-shirt on teespring.com. /bets-unwrapped-prop-bros. Yeah, but I definitely wanted to plug.
Pretty sweet stuff right there, guys. Check it out. Grab yourself one. We really appreciate the support. And that's going to do it for us here at the Bets Unwrapped podcast. and we will see you guys next week.